congratulations, a big win for you guys tonight. I know that you got that win against Indiana, and you squandered that lead against Mars, and you guys are trying to get back to your brand of basketball.
Yep.
And do you feel like you guys got there tonight?
I do. Thank you. I appreciate it. But yeah, I think we did. Gave up 49 points to a very good team, a team who's trying to score 70, 80, and to hold that team to 49 points. I'm not sure how many Makai finished up with, because he's a heck of a player, and he probably 15. Okay, and a couple of them were late. So I thought we did a pretty good job on him. I thought we did a pretty good job on their shooters too, and down the stretch we executed.
You really executed on the defensive end in that fourth quarter. What do you think the key was defensively, as you mentioned, against a really good offensive team?
Just staying solid and not having defensive breakdowns. I thought in the first half we played okay, but we had too many defensive breakdowns. Guys weren't communicating. Guys didn't see their man. They had their back to the ball. They didn't stop the ball early. We let guys get too deep in the paint. And against a good team like that, if you give them opportunities like that, they're going to capitalize, and they did in the first half. And I thought in the second half we did a better job of cutting down on those mistakes, doing a better job of closing out on shooters and not giving them as many easy open looks as we did in the first half.
Boy, Nick Leopold's a fun player to watch, isn't he? When you guys are trying to drain the clock a little bit, play a little keep away, I could watch him do that for 10 minutes if you guys had to do it.
Yeah, you're right. And, this is his second year now starting. He's been the starting point guard for 2 years now, and, we go as he goes, and that's no secret. And, we feed off his energy, and it's nice when you have your starting point guard who's tough, who's been around, who's played in big-time games like this before, who's a great ball handler, who's a great free throw shooter. It's nice when you can count on, your starting point guard to step up down the stretch.
What was the message at halftime? I mean, you guys went into halftime with some momentum. You had the layup from Nick Leopold there. That gave you some momentum going into halftime, but you seemed like you were playing better going into the break. Was the message just to keep kind of doing what you were doing towards the end of the second quarter?
Yeah, exactly. Like I said, in the first quarter especially, but some in the second quarter we had too many breakdowns. So we just said, stay solid, do what we worked on the last, obviously since day one, but especially the last 2 weeks, getting back to playing how we're capable of playing, defend how we defend, play hard like we play hard, and compete like we compete. And, when we do the little things like that, we're a pretty good defensive team.
Coach, now that it's towards the end of the year, you guys have one more game to go section-wise before the playoffs. Can you kind of talk about a couple of players that you've seen a lot of growth from I guess, game one to now? Yeah. Some of the guys that, maybe you didn't even expect to grow as much as they have.
Well, the first one that comes to mind is Harrison Deller. I mean, Harrison Deller, last year probably would have been in the rotation, but he had a freak injury. He hurt his abdomen in the preseason. Yeah. So then he came back, and then put him in, and he just had a weird knee injury. It was like one of those non-contact injuries in the game. He was in for 30 seconds. So then he was out all last year, and he fought his way back. And, there's been games at the beginning of the season that he didn't play at all. And, he just kept showing up every day, working his butt off, doing everything we asked him to do, and exactly what we needed him to do. Defend. Okay. Rebound. Okay. Play hard. Play with energy. And he's done that. And now he's worked his way into the starting lineup. And, as good as Makai is, I thought Harrison Deller did a great job on him today because he's athletic, he's got some length, he's quick, and he plays so hard. So Harrison Deller first and foremost. But he, all of these guys, Mike Klingensmith, shooter off the bench, he stepped up and made some big plays for us. Matt Cowell, he just plays the same way no matter if he plays for a minute or 10 minutes. He plays as hard as he can. He flies around. We just got, you look at our team, and obviously Nick Leopold gets most of the press, but
unselfish.
You got a bunch of other guys that really don't care if their name's in the paper or if they're getting pressed. We just want to win.
Just matters if you have one more point than the other team.
You're exactly right. And guys, like Indiana, for instance, on Friday, we had 5 guys in double figures, and Nick Leopold wasn't one of them. And guys just are unselfish. They play together. They genuinely like each other. It's fun when you have a group of guys that are unselfish, that play together and play hard and are willing to buy into playing defense like we do.
Yeah, that has to be a treat as a coach to be able to coach a group like this.
Big time.
And I'm sure there was unselfishness last year too, because you guys couldn't have made it to a WPIAL championship without that.
And nice, it started with that group last year. And all these guys were around those guys every day. They competed. And we had some battles last year in practice. And these guys learned from those guys what it takes to be a team. And it doesn't matter who does it as long as we get it done. And that's what it comes down to.
What did your grandfather Dick Groth think about the game tonight?
Yeah, no, he said good job. He loves Nick. Him being a former point guard.
Of course
he loves
does.
Nick. He loves the way he plays, but he really likes the way just guys get after it defensively. And obviously I learned tremendous amount from him. I grew up with him until I moved out to Murraysville in 6th grade. So we used to talk all the time, and he taught me how to play the game the right way, how to be unselfish, how to make the right play. And now I'm trying to teach that to my kids, play the game the right way, do the right things. Don't worry about yourself, worry about your team and what's best for the team. And if we can do that, then we had a pretty decent chance.
Coach, I want to leave you with this. It was a great night tonight. You had Teachers Appreciation Night, which was kind of cool.
Yep.
And, of course, also Relay for Life. You guys are wearing the purple shirts.
Absolutely, yep.
And I'm sure that's something you're happy to be a part of.
Yeah, what's funny is when I got here last year, they told me about Teacher Appreciation Night, and I said, "Oh, that's a great thing." And this year, I'm a part-time worker here at the school, Teacher Aide, and I had 2 of the teachers that got appreciated tonight stopped me in the school last couple weeks and said, "I just want to tell you that I had tears when I got the letter because I care about these kids, but for a kid to appreciate the teacher and it shows them that they're doing the right thing.
Right thing.
So the fact that I had 2 teachers come up to me and say thank you, and it meant a lot to them. That's what it's all about.
That's really
because
neat.
You make those relationships that are going to last longer than just the game.
Yep.
And you come back and 15 years from now, 20 years from now, and you come through and you see your teachers and they see you, and that's what it's all about.
Yep. You can make a difference in a student's life.
Absolutely.
That's pretty cool. See anything for Coach Roger?
No. I'm just. Great win today.
Thank you very much.
Getting ready for the seeding to come out here probably within a week or so.
Yeah, on Tuesday. Yeah, a week from today.
Get ready to go.
So we'll find out. It'll be interesting. I'll tell you what, 5A is really tough. Obviously we saw Mars twice, but I went to see Moon this weekend.
And you also played Pine Richland, Cannon, Mack, and Kennedy Catholic. You didn't have any easy
not shying away from anybody, Coach.
And that, hopefully it pays off in the end.
That sets you up for the playoffs.
We're ready for the playoffs, hopefully.
Correct.
Coach, good luck against Kiski and good luck in the playoffs.
Thank you very much. I appreciate you guys.
Thank you
very much.
Thank you.